So, look, man. You know me. I'm William Thacker. Not exactly a thrill seeker, right? I was living in Notting Hill, in London. Nice place, yeah, but life? It was fine, I guess. After my divorce, I kinda just settled into this comfortably depressing routine. And I share my flat with Spike. Spike's Welsh. Weird guy, but funny. Anyway, it was just a normal Wednesday. Nothing special. I walked through the market on my way to work, same crowd, same noise, same everything. I own this little bookstore, only travel books. Don't ask me why, I still don't know. And yeah, business wasn't great. Actually, I was losing money again that month. A failed marriage, a bad business. I mean, look at me, I was a total mess. People said I had a nice face, but trust me, that doesn't help much. Business was very slow that day. Almost no customers. Then, suddenly, the door opened. I heard a nice bell sound and smelled sweet perfume. A woman walked in. I looked up and saw it was Anna Scott, the biggest movie star on the planet. I've seen her face on every magazine cover, every bus stop poster. And she's standing right there. Just then, my security camera showed a man trying to steal a book. I found him and handled it. Calm but firm. Anna seemed to like how I dealt with it. I sold her the book. She paid and left. Just like that. I took a deep breath. Okay, that was weird. Life moves on. But fate always finds a way. As I went out for orange juice, I bumped right into someone. Hard. The juice, it was orange juice, damn it, just exploded all over her. A total, sticky orange juice. And of course, it was her again. Anna Scott. I felt like an idiot. A complete, utter idiot. I started apologizing, going, "Oh God, I'm so sorry. I live right here. You gotta change. Please come up. My flat's a mess, but you just gotta clean that up." She looked annoyed, naturally, but she agreed. So there I am, leading the most beautiful, famous woman alive into my messy flat. Anna changed her clothes. Simple outfit, but amazing on her. I tried to control my excitement, and I stuttered when asking her what she wanted to drink. Anna found it cute. She smiled. Oh man, it was the sweetest smile I had ever seen. When she was leaving, I said, "It was nice to meet you. This feels a little surreal, but really great." Anna said nothing, turned to leave. I regretted my words instantly. Who says surreal these days? But soon, the doorbell rang again. Anna had forgotten something. We looked at each other. There was something special. Then, Anna suddenly kissed me. Oh my God. The kiss was amazing. Orange juice scent in the air. Sweet. Exciting. Just then, Spike came home. His noisy chatter broke the moment. Anna told me not to tell anyone. And then she left. I was distracted all day. I could still feel the taste on my lips. Unreal. Totally unreal. A few days later, Anne asked to meet me again. And suddenly, I felt awake, alive again. I dressed up, even bought flowers. But when I got to the hotel, reporters were everywhere. "Anna, couldn't leave. I had this crazy idea, pretended to be a reporter, gave her a quick, impromptu interview. Anna apologized for the kiss. She said she didn't know why she did it and hoped it didn't affect me. I had to pretend I didn't care. As the interview ended, I gathered my courage and asked Anna out. After a long pause, she smiled softly, canceled her plans for the evening. Then I took Anna to my sister's birthday party. Everyone was shocked. I mean, the big star, Anna Scott, in our little home? But she was so warm, so kind to everyone. By the end of dinner, there was one brownie left. We joked that whoever told the saddest story could have it. Anna went quiet for a moment, and then she spoke, her voice soft, almost trembling. She said, "I've dieted every day since I was 19. For 10 years, I've always been hungry. I've had a series of bad boyfriends. One even hit me. Every time I was heartbroken, the newspapers wrote about it and people enjoyed it. I had 2 very painful surgeries, and soon my beauty will fade. Then they'll find out I can't act anymore, and I'll just be a sad, middle-aged woman." The room went silent. Maybe Anna just wished to be a normal person. But deep down, we all knew she was on a path she could never go back from. After dinner, Anna and I just wandered through the streets of London. It was quiet, the kind of quiet that makes you notice everything. The sound of our footsteps, the cool air, her perfume lingering in the night. We didn't even know where we were going, just walking, side by side. And then, by chance, we found this tiny little garden. The lights were shining through the leaves, making these soft patterns on the ground. It felt unreal, like the whole world had slowed down just for us. And then, Anna turned to me and kissed me again. Oh God, that kiss. If the first one had been sudden, like pure electricity, this one was slow and warm and real. You could feel every heartbeat in it. After that night, something between us shifted. Everything felt different, closer, softer, more dangerous maybe. We started seeing each other all the time. Whenever she had a free moment, she'd call. "Hey, are you busy?" she'd say, and I'd drop everything. We'd watch old movies, laugh at silly things, sit in quiet cafes just talking about nothing. And for a while, it felt perfect, like we'd built a little secret world that belonged only to us. Then one day, while we were eating, there were these people at the next table, talking about Anna. And not kindly. They said terrible things, ugly things. You know, the kind of talk that sounds casual but cuts deep. They said actresses were fake, cheap, that they'd do anything for fame. One of them even said actresses and prostitutes were basically the same. Something inside me just snapped. I stood up, ready to fight them, but they just laughed, said, "What's it to you, mate? You her father or something?" I froze. I didn't know what I was to her. A friend? A fling? Something in between? I just stood there, stupidly. And then Anna. She stood up too. Calm, elegant, but you could see the anger in her eyes. She looked at them, smiled sweetly, and said something so sharp, so perfect, that they had nothing left to say. I swear she could slice through arrogance like glass. Later, I walked her back to her hotel. She was quiet, thoughtful. Then suddenly, she looked at me and said softly, "Do you want to come up?" Her eyes were shining, full of warmth and fear, maybe. I looked at her for a long second and nodded. But before we could even breathe together, she froze. Her face went pale. Then she whispered, "Oh no," and suddenly pushed me toward the door. Her boyfriend, the American actor, had just shown up. So I pretended to be room service. Can you imagine that? Carrying an empty tray, pretending to clean, while the woman you love smiles at another man. They laughed, hugged, kissed, and I just stood there, dying a little inside. Under her guilty eyes, I walked out, quietly carrying the trash. My chest felt heavy, like it was caving in. Everyone knew about her and that actor. It had been in the news for months, but still, I didn't care about gossip. I never did. What hurt wasn't the story. It was that, for those few minutes, I didn't exist. To help me get over the heartbreak, my friends, they tried, you know? They introduced me to new people, lovely girls, smart, funny, kind. But it didn't matter. No matter how gentle or lively they were, I just couldn't feel it. Every time someone laughed or touched my hand, my mind went back to Anna. Her voice, her scent, her smile, it all just stayed. And everywhere I went, she was there too. On posters, on magazine covers, on TV screens. Her face followed me like a shadow. My wound had just started to heal, and every time it did, something, some song, some interview would tear it open again. Not long after that, she was caught up in a scandal. A sex tape, old photos. The tabloids went wild. Months later, one night, my doorbell rang. I opened it, and there she was, Anna, standing there, fragile, exhausted, helpless. She looked small. It turned out those photos and videos were from years ago, when she was poor and desperate. She needed money, and someone had been keeping them, waiting for the perfect time to destroy her. The media was everywhere. She couldn't go anywhere without being followed. So she came to me. I told her to take a hot shower, to relax, to just breathe. After a while, she came out, wrapped in a towel, her hair wet, her eyes red. She said quietly, "I'm sorry. I didn't know why my boyfriend showed up that day. I didn't mean to hurt you." Her voice trembled. "I thought about you a lot. But every time I try to date a normal person, it just goes wrong." I didn't blame her. I couldn't. I just sat there, trying to think of something, anything, to make her feel better. I said, maybe you should act in a Henry James script next time. Something with real depth, real emotion. Better than all those saving the world stories. She smiled, a small, tired smile. Then her eyes fell on my Chagall painting. She stepped closer, her voice soft again. "I love Chagall," she said. "This painting. It looks like love floating over a dark blue sky." I didn't say anything. I couldn't. That night, I lay awake on the sofa, my mind spinning, my heart fighting with itself. And then, in the quiet, she appeared, standing there in the dark, looking at me. And her eyes said everything. I got up, slowly, and kissed her. And everything I had kept locked inside just exploded. That night was ours. No cameras, no fame, no lies. Just two people who needed each other. In the morning light, she turned to me, her voice barely a whisper. "Are you disappointed?" she asked. "Some people sleep with a movie star and then realize she's not that beautiful anymore." I smiled and said, "You're more beautiful now than ever." But beautiful moments never last long, do they? The doorbell rang downstairs. The press had found us. They took pictures of our messy hair, our sleepy faces, our truth. Anna was furious. "This is great for you, isn't it?" she shouted. "Now everyone will say, 'Good job, you slept with a movie star.'" I tried to laugh it off, said it didn't matter. But for her, it did. It always did. She'd been fighting gossip for 10 years. She knew what this meant. She saw my calm face and thought I didn't understand, and maybe she was right. We came from two different worlds. She didn't give me a chance to explain. She just put on her sunglasses and walked out into the flashes, into the noise. And just like that, I lost her again. Weeks went by, 4 of them, but they felt like years. Thinking of Anna was like riding a roller coaster that never stopped. Up, down, light, dark. Every small memory would warm me for a second, then freeze me again. Winter passed, spring came, and I told myself I was fine. I smiled, I worked, I pretended. But deep inside, I was still missing her, still bleeding quietly. And then, one day, I heard she was filming in London. Something in me just woke up again. I couldn't stop myself. The next morning, I went to the set. When she saw me, she looked startled, almost shy. She said it was the last day of filming, and if I didn't mind, I could wait. She wanted to tell me something later, so I waited. Her assistant told me the movie was based on a Henry James script. I couldn't help smiling. Maybe she remembered. I watched her from a distance, wearing headphones, listening to her scene. The male actor asked, "Who was that shy man just now?" And Anna said, with that soft laugh of hers, "Just a friend. Someone I used to know. I'm embarrassed. I don't know why he's here." My chest tightened. I realized how stupid it was, showing up like that, uninvited, hoping for what exactly? Maybe I didn't want to start over. Maybe I just wanted to see her one last time. So I quietly left. But the next day, she came to my door. She said, "That actor is the most unserious man in England. I wouldn't tell him anything true." Then she smiled, handed me a small package and said, "Open it later." Her tone changed, soft, trembling. "I'm leaving London today, whether you want me to stay for a while or stay forever. I need to know. Will you still love me?" I just stood there, frozen. My heart was screaming yes, but my mind was afraid. I said, "Anna, listen, I think too much, you know? I can't pretend I never heard what you just said. Being with you, it's a huge risk, and honestly, with your life, your fame, your temper, I don't know if I can take it again. You leave, your photos are everywhere, your films play every night. If you walk away again, I don't think I'll survive it." Anna looked at me, her eyes full of pain. "Fame isn't real," she whispered. "And don't forget, I'm just a woman. Right now, I'm standing in front of a man, putting aside all my pride, begging him to love me. Her voice cracked on that last word. Then she leaned in, kissed my cheek softly, and left the place where we first met. When I got home, I opened the gift. Inside was an original Chagall painting. I just stared at it, tears stinging my eyes. Her words echoed in my head. I'm just a woman, standing in front of a man, putting aside all my pride, begging him to love me. I couldn't think anymore. I just ran, straight to her press conference. She was sitting there, tired, polite, answering one meaningless question after another. A reporter asked, "How long do you plan to stay in the UK?" Anna said softly, "I won't stay. I'm leaving tonight." Another asked, "Last time you were here, you were photographed with a British man. What was that about?" Anna smiled faintly. "We were just friends," she said, "and we still are." Something inside me broke. I raised my hand. My voice shook. "Miss Anna, is it possible that you two could become more than friends?" She looked at me, surprised, eyes wide. I went on, "If that man realized he was a fool and knelt in front of you, begging you, would you reconsider?" The whole room went silent. Then slowly, she smiled. "Yes," she said, "I believe I would." The reporter, confused, asked again, "Miss Anna, how long do you plan to stay in the UK?" Anna looked straight at me, her eyes glimmering. "Indefinitely," she said. "We got married not long after. Life isn't always peaceful. There are still film sets, and sometimes the photographers find us. But mostly, it's just us." She's still Anna Scott, the movie star everyone loves. But to me, she's simply my wife. I look at her sometimes, quietly, and it just feels like home. No more drama, no more fear. Just this moment. And that was my indefinitely.